Hello students, welcome to Asan YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about applications of biotechnology in medicine from Unit 20 10th Standard Science. Biotechnology, especially genetic engineering techniques, has been widely used in pharmaceutical industry. These techniques are used to develop proteins or polypeptides that form the potential pharmaceutical products for treatment of various diseases. Some of the pharmaceutical products developed by rTNA technology are shown in this slide. This includes insulin that is used in the treatment of diabetes, human growth hormone used for treating children with growth deficiencies, blood clotting factors that are developed to treat hemophilia, tissue plasminogen activator that is used to dissolve blood clots and prevent heart attack, and development of vaccines against various diseases. Let us start with the production of insulin by genetic engineering. Insulin is a protein that helps to regulate the sugar levels in our blood. Normally, insulin is produced in the pancreas, but in people with type 1 diabetes, there is a problem with insulin production. So, people with diabetes have to inject insulin to control their blood sugar levels. Genetic engineering has been used to produce a type of insulin very similar to our own from yeast and bacteria. Let us now go through the genetic engineering process. First step is to extract plasmid from the bacterial cell. A small section is then cut out of the circular plasmid by restriction enzymes. Now, the gene for human insulin is inserted into the gap in the plasmid. The plasmid is now genetically modified. Next step is to introduce this genetically modified plasmid into a bacterial cell. This cell then divides rapidly and starts making insulin. To create large amount of the cells, the genetically modified bacteria are grown in large fermentation vessels that contain all the nutrients they need. The more the cell divide, the more insulin is produced. When fermentation is complete, the mixture is filtered to release the insulin. The insulin is then purified and packaged into bottles and insulin pens for distribution to patients with diabetes. Human growth hormone deficiency occurs when the pituitary gland at the base of the brain fails to produce enough growth hormone to stimulate growth. Protropin is a human growth hormone which was approved for treating human growth hormone deficiency. It is the first biotechnology-derived human growth hormone treating thousands of children with growth hormone deficiency. Protropin is administered by injection during childhood to stimulate and regulate body growth. Let us see how this human growth hormone is produced by genetic engineering. First of all, a gene that produces human growth hormone is isolated from humans. This growth hormone production gene is then inserted into the DNA of E. coli bacteria. The bacteria recognize the inserted DNA as its own DNA and begin to produce human growth hormone. The bacteria multiply and produce the growth hormone in a culturing media. The growth hormone is then extracted and purified and is then ready to be injected into children with growth hormone deficiency. For vaccines, let us take the example of hepatitis B vaccine. Hepatitis B is one of the most common infectious diseases known to man. Hepatitis B vaccine, developed by recombinant DNA technology, was approved as a hepatitis B prevention vaccine in July 1986. Let us now see the process of vaccine development. Initially, hepatitis B antigen producing gene is isolated from the hepatitis B virus. Simultaneously, a plasmid DNA is extracted from a bacterium and is cut with restriction enzyme forming the plasmid vector. The isolated hepatitis B antigen producing gene is then inserted into the bacterial plasmid vector to form the recombinant DNA. This recombinant DNA containing the target gene is introduced into a yeast cell, forming the recombinant yeast cell. The recombinant yeast cell multiplies in the fermentation tank and produces the hepatitis B antigens. The hepatitis B antigens are then extracted, purified and bottled. Now, let us see how genetic engineering is applied in gene therapy. Gene therapy is the replacement of defective gene by direct transfer of functional genes into humans to treat genetic disease. During gene therapy, the genetic makeup of the patient cell is altered using recombinant DNA technology. Gene therapy is divided into somatic gene therapy and germline gene therapy. We will see one by one in the coming slides. First comes somatic gene therapy. Cells other than germline cells are somatic cells. So, somatic gene therapy is the replacement of defective gene in somatic cells. Although somatic gene therapy can be applicable for all the somatic cell types, the common target is the bone marrow cells. Because cells present in the bone marrow are the only cells that can be divided throughout life and produce different types of blood cells. In the process of somatic cell gene therapy, the defective cells are first removed from the patient. Simultaneously, the gene of interest is inserted into the virus. The cells are then infected with the virus containing the gene of interest. The altered cells are then allowed to grow in the lab. Later, the altered cells containing the gene of interest are re-injected into the patient. These genetically altered cells produce desired protein or hormone inside the patient. Next is germline gene therapy. As the name indicates, germline gene therapy is the replacement of defective gene in germ cell. This type of gene therapy allows for the correction of disease-causing gene variants that are certain to be passed down from one generation to the other. This type of gene therapy requires the insertion of the gene into the reproductive cells before cell differentiation. The process of germline gene therapy can be explained by this figure. Initially, fertilized egg containing faulty mitochondria is removed from the patient. Later, the healthy nuclear DNA is removed from the egg cell. Simultaneously, a fertilized egg cell containing healthy maternal mitochondria is isolated from the donor, and the nucleus is removed from the donor's egg cell. Now, the nucleus removed from the mother's egg cell is inserted into the donor's egg cell. Hence, the donor's normal mitochondria replaces the patient's defective mitochondria containing negative mutations of the DNA sequence. That is, the embryo is free of mitochondrial disease. Later, a sperm cell is injected to fertilize with the egg. This zygote cell is re-implanted into the mother to develop a healthy baby. In summary, this video discusses about the application of biotechnology in pharmaceutical products and gene therapy. If you have any questions regarding this video, please ask in the comment section. Thank you and see you in the next video.